What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, all right, going back to Tool, yes indeed, Tool Fans Feeling You. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity boobity bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Supervised Chaos, and this is actually Supervised Chaos's prioritized request for the month of May for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, Chaos. Hope you enjoy the show. Supervised Chaos want to see me react to this. It is Tool with a song called The Patient. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard this song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, hold it, I've heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by Tool, no surprise there. And the video has 5.5 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Tool, The Patient audio. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Okay, 5/4. Yep, 5/4.
A groan of tedium escapes me, startling the fearful. Is this a test? It has to be, otherwise I can't go on. Draining patience, drained vitality, this paranoid, paralyzed empire rocks a little low. But I'm still right here, giving blood, keeping faith, and I'm still right here. But I'm still right here, giving blood, keeping faith, and I'm still right here.
I like that swelling. That was really well done. The whole setup, the whole 2-minute setup, or almost 2.5 minute long setup, there were definitely dips and hills and valleys in that setup. So it never got stagnant. It never got old. It never got boring. A lot of places where, you know, we would lead up and then would hit and we would sustain and we would hold and then come back in. The usage of 5/4, I like that. The addition of voicings as it progressed, that was nice, good arrangement. But yeah, that swell in. Oh yeah, that sudden crescendo into the full impactful, full sounding band now within in the song. It sounds nice. That was really, really well done. Yep.
and I'm still right here.
And that little scoop up in the vocal. Good unison work. That
And I still may.
harmonics, nice. Sounds like bass harmonics. Sounds like they're gonna end how they started. That's nice. Celerando. Oh, I like that. I like that ending. That cliffhanger ending. Nice. I like this. I know it's a little chaotic, but if you just lock into that 5/4 and you just keep that metronome in your head, it never deviates. Not once. There's some crazy subdivision work happening from everybody. It's not just Danny. Justin's doing it. Adam's doing it. They're all doing different. Well, not always. Sometimes Danny's doing his thing and Adam and Justin are doing their thing in unison. And other times, though, Justin and Adam are doing two different things as well as Danny. So you got three different subdivisions going on. Three different subdivided phrasings. But it all lines up. It all manages to line up. And it's one of the things that Tool is just really good at. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Tool with The Patient. This was a request from Supervised Chaos. And this was actually Supervised Chaos's prioritized request for the month of May for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, Chaos. Hope you enjoyed the show. Thought about it. I did. I really thought about this, and I really spent a lot of time thinking about the score that I'm about to give, because I needed to make sure that I could justify giving this score. So let's get to it. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's not the highest score I've ever given Tool, but it's up there. I'm going to give that a 9.3. Yep, 9.3. You heard me. I didn't stutter. That is the score I feel this song deserves. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay. First things first, a 9.3. What does that mean? Well, a 9.3 would equate out to an outstanding, amazing, impressive scale rating, because this song was definitely all three of those. Outstanding, amazing, and impressive. It would also get 5 out of 5 stars and an A letter grade. Yes, an A. So there you go, a 9.3. Outstanding, amazing, impressive scale rating. 5 out of 5 stars and an A letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? Oh boy, so glad you asked. There were a number of factors, and I even sat here and I kept trying to bring the score down. I was like, come on, we can bring it down to a 9.2 or a 9.1, right? We can do that, right? No, it every time I tried to lower it, it didn't make sense. First of all, the entire song in 5/4. Okay, now I know everybody's gonna have their opinions on, well, what about that section? That section sounds like it was a hybrid of like 9/8 and 14/8 and 25/8. Okay, listen, everyone's gonna hear what they're gonna want to hear. Okay, I promise you, everyone's gonna hear different ways of this working out. Okay, but here's what I did, taking into account that the beginning of the song, the verse, the chorus, second verse, chorus again, everything up to that breakdown section was 5/4. Okay, so I went in with the assumption that since they played 5/4 all the way up to that point, there's a really good chance that they're going to continue 5/4. So I locked in, and I locked in with 5/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, granted, there was some crazy subdivision work happening in there. Some real off-keter stuff happening between Danny and Adam and Justin. Now, sometimes Adam and Justin were in unison. Sometimes they were. Other times they weren't. And then there were times where Justin would line up with Danny and Adam was off-keter. It was constantly fluctuating. The one thing that I found that helped was locking in with the cymbals. That helped. Not by much. I really had to keep my little internal metronome going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had to keep that going, and I really had to just lock in with it as hard as I could. And coming out of that tunnel, I found that we were right on the 5/4, especially when the song kicked back into the main groove again. It was right on the downbeat of 1. So everyone's gonna have their opinion on what it was. Some people are gonna say it was, 3 measures of 10/8, 10/8, 10/8, 10/8, and listen, I'm not gonna disagree with these people. They're gonna say whatever they're gonna say. They're gonna feel whatever they're gonna feel. By me locking with my metronome, I got 5/4 all the way through from start to finish. So some really impressive, super impressive subdivision work happening within Danny and Adam and Justin in that breakdown section. Prior to that, nice groove with establishing a groove like that within 5/4. It felt good. It didn't feel awkward. It didn't feel janky. It was really easy to groove to. Notationally, it locked in with Adam. When Adam and Justin were playing in sync, it was really nice. I liked at the beginning though, where Justin, it sounded to me like Justin kind of took the lead a little bit. Adam was just playing the riff, and then Justin kind of played this counter melodic line that, to me, it sounded like it took over. I liked that. Maynard's vocals on this sounded really nice, actually. Very appropriate. Some nice scoops, some nice dynamic play. Never sounding too harsh, never sounding too over the top. Everything conducive within the song itself. I absolutely appreciated that. No, look, this song could very easily turn into a nightmare. It could. If you're not locked in with that 5/4, you can find yourself getting lost very quickly. No, it's definitely an outstanding, amazing, impressive song, without question. Now, having said all of that, looking at the song objectively, I'm not changing my mind about that 9.3. Having said that, is this my favorite Tool song? No, it is not. If I'm being honest, I wouldn't even put this in top 10. There are other songs from Tool that I enjoy far more than this. Okay, now it's not a bad listen. I would listen to the song again in a heartbeat, no problem. Okay, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend like it's my new favorite song, because it's not. I'm sorry. The Grudge is still my favorite song from Tool. It is. There are other songs I really enjoy too. 46 and 2, I really dug that. Lateralist, dug that. Schism, dug that. Stinkfist, I enjoyed that. I enjoy stuff from Undertow still. I still like Sober. I still like Prison Sex. What's the name of the first track? I forgot the name of the first track on Undertow. I like that song too. I mean, there's a lot of Tool songs that I would put, as far as personal enjoyment, I would put ahead of this. Okay, but I can't find any fault in the song. As a matter of fact, I was really impressed with the song as a whole, between the songwriting and the arranging, the performance of the song, the recording of the song, everybody's individual parts. Fine job across the board from everybody. So yeah, 9.3. I feel good about that score, and that's where we're gonna stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 9.3, which is an outstanding, amazing, impressive scale rating, 5 out of 5 stars, and an A letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope that was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then, by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.